Before I talk about the actual show, gotta bring something up. If you're an icarly fan, you probably know about this. Dan Schneider, the creepy old man that made so many Nickelodeon shows. He is publicly known for having a foot fetish. So if you don't know what that means, he is attracted to feet. You know what's in this kids show that stars children? Feet. There's so many uncomfortable gags in this show with feet. One episode ends with a girl picking her nose with her foot for an uncomfortably long time. And so much more. Even the intro has it with Sam and Carly shoving their feet in the camera. It's in the intro, so you see that every time if you are someone that doesn't skip the intro. There's also one where Carly gets on her hands and knees to drink out of a water fountain. That's not weird at all. Just a random gag. Well, now let's talk about the actual show. Oh, actually, I want to talk about one thing. There's several characters that either become famous in later things or are in later Nick shows. We have Randall Park, who's in the Ant-Man movies, and he's in other things, but that's really what I know him for. We have the dude from Smosh. Once again, he was also in the Fred show. We have the dude from Victorious in episode 23. I've never watched that show, so I don't know his name or the character's name. But yeah, he's called Harper, and he's in a very brief episode. So, let's see. I Want to Stay with Spencer was pretty early in. It had 25 episodes, and it was a very dramatic episode that dealt with Carly almost losing her brother because his grandpa didn't think he was mature enough to take care of her, and her father agreed. Neville is the first time we see Neville, who later becomes an arch enemy of Carly and has a lot of appearances in episodes. He's in, I think, only 2 episodes this season. Gibby is also not a huge character in this show, even though he later does become one. He shows up like once, and then he's never seen again for like 5 whole episodes. And he's like talked about in an episode. We hear his voice, but he's not actually on screen. And then the last few episodes, they actually kind of use him a few times. With even one being about how they want him to get to date this girl. I Want to Date Freddy is an episode where this girl wants to date Freddy. I know, very complicated. And it turns out she just is trying to ruin iCarly because she wants a popular web show. Doesn't work. Rue the Day, we get Neville again, which is his second only appearance in this season. That episode says 2021. They're mixing up the reboot into this one. Google's not always very good. I've never seen the reboot, so that'll be a first watch, unlike this show. iFence, we get a random backstory about how Freddy's like grandparents and shit are actually like really good fencers. So it's in his blood or whatever. He's winning and beating this guy until the guy cheats to win, then his mom beats him up. And everybody cheers for the mom beating up a child. Oh, yeah, I Won a Date, the Gibby episode, and I Have a Lovesick Teacher, which I honestly thought was a pretty good end to the series. They get the teacher arrested after she admits to illegally downloading 500 songs. I think she should have been arrested when she attacked Spencer for no reason when she walked onto the web show for assault. But I guess that works. And they should have just told Principal Franklin that she was being unfair. And she got broke up with, so now she's treating us unfairly. But, then we wouldn't have a whole episode. And yeah, that's about it.